All right. This one deserves a separate video. Here's what I see. Mickey with a Keyblade. We're about to do Kingdom Hearts, baby. I'm ready to embrace. Let's go. Probably just the remakes, right?
Filled with memorable adventures. 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Wait, Remind?
Oh yeah. Iconic
there
Disney
we go.
And Pixar worlds.
All 3.
Friend all sorts of magical allies.
Love it.
Battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness.
Beautiful.
If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games. These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2 October 8th.
Wow, that's early.
A bundle with all 3 compilations. Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 also launches October 8th.
That's so cool. Hold up. That's so cool. Another one that has all 3. See, that would be worth. But instead of having to buy all the bundles, if you have this would probably be better worth, right? October 8th. Yeah, I guess. I mean, everybody's just trying to squeeze it in when they can.
Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3 also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo
nice.
eShop.
All right. That looks hype.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、
What?
私たちが定義する光というのを具現化したもの。
No, are they? Wait, hold on. Are they showing off Kingdom Hearts 4 already? Are you serious? KH4 now? I don't know how I feel. Wait, why is this in a direct? Why here? Why? I'm so confused. Why? This is happening? I'm so confused. Wait. No. Hold on. Okay.
でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、
Wait, what?
私たちの定義する闇が現れた。
Hey, what's happening? Hold on. Oh my god, they're showing it off today? Wait, why? What? Is it? Don't tell me it's Switch exclusive. I will be pissed. Don't tell me it's Switch exclusive. I will be pissed. Oh my god. Huh? Oh my god, look at... Oh. Wait, what? Holy shit. We're getting gameplay. Hold on. What is happening? We're just casually getting gameplay of this? Huh? Oh, this looks... Oh, you can tell this is like... You can tell right now this is super rough around the edges right now. I can totally see like I almost felt like they rushed this one out a bit. You just can't... Okay. Okay, now we have a proper title card. Do we have a date? Okay. Okay, available at launch on Nintendo Switch 2. I'm hoping they don't say exclusive right now. Please don't say exclusive. I would not be... This would probably be the... This is probably the game that would probably force me to get a Switch 2. If it comes in time. Please.
How was that?
Okay, so it wasn't exclusive. Okay, thank God. Oh, thank God. I was so worried there. They're going to be like, launching on the Switch 2. And I was going to be like, day one. I would be like, fuck me. Okay. Just casually announce KH4 out of like nowhere and just be like, yeah, by the way, it's here. It exists. I will admit, let me go back a couple of things here. Let me switch back to my orange color here for a second, because there was a few things I wanted to note here. It looked really rough. Like, you could see a lot of the texture, a lot of it wasn't fully fleshed out as they would have liked yet. I don't know if this is what this looks like the current state of the game, but no, like, these animations still look pretty good. Like, this is probably just purely cutscene value, or maybe just like in-game renderings for something. You notice how there wasn't like a lot of like audio associated to a voice, or like there wasn't a lot of voices associated to like a model yet. Like, they just kind of probably got the audio lines separately. Pre-render looks good though. Oh man. We have a lot going on here. Wait, go back just a bit. Who was that? Okay. So, okay, Sora's face looks hella different here. Riku? Question marks? By the way, I forgot. It's been so long since I played 3. I know there was a whole thing as to why they ended up here, but I completely forgot. But yeah, I think the gameplay is still a little rough around the edges for sure. I'm sure they're trying to refine that, but at least they showed off some gameplay for sure, and probably some of the cutscenes that they already had like pre-rendered, taken care of ahead of time, because they did mention that they were already in production. Man, look at this. Yeah, this is still definitely like early gameplay. Like, I don't know, do you call it alpha footage at this point? The only reason they're kind of showing this off, because like I just realized that if you guys look here at the bottom, like the left here, it does say ZL, which I don't think any other console technically uses it. They'll use like L2 or L1 to associate it. So this is kind of like them saying, hey, by the way, look at the controls. If you really deep dive into it, that these are essentially compatible on the Switch. We've got a HUD right here, which is interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to unfold. The fight, you can tell it's not like the graphics and everything's not done yet, because there's still it looks like there's stuff that still needs to be rendered or so, if that makes sense. Like, you can see I'm looking at the graphics of his shirt. Now, this could be just a representation of the Switch 2, in my opinion. Like, this is what the textures are going to look like going into it, which is not bad. It's not a problem. But I feel like them just randomly being like, hey, by the way, here's some Kingdom Hearts 4 drop. Especially, look, I'm looking at this Keyblade right now. I'd imagine they put a little bit more detail into the Keyblade if it was like closer towards the final product. I'm just looking at that personally. That's just how I would see it. I hope that they drop it on PC as well. I'm glad it's not a PS4, PS5 exclusive kind of situation. Oop. I think it froze. Hold on. I think it froze on me. Yeah, it's trying to catch up to the rendering. Hey, you know what? It's better that we got it's better that we got something rather than nothing. Because this kind of makes sense as to why they would want to do something like that. It's insane. Oh, yeah. So they didn't. All right. Keywords. Available at launch on Nintendo Switch 2. So when they do announce it, the official launch date, it's going to go with the Switch 2. So that's good. Nintendo doesn't get left out. So the thing that we can say here, not exclusive. We're safe for now. The question I would ask, PS5? Yes. PC, maybe. Xbox, I think if Xbox gets a yes, that makes this a yes. Does that make sense? So I know for sure PS5, 100%, Square Enix, Sony, they're going to put it on the PS5. We already know it's going to go on the Switch. The question then becomes, if they say yes to the Xbox, then we know for sure it's probably going to end up on PC. But this is probably going to be most likely later than consoles. Highly likely. That's how I'm interpreting all of the little bits based on, how games typically get released from my consumer perspective, right? PS5, for 100% sure, yes. Nintendo Switch going to be available on launch. Xbox, that's a bit of a toss-up. The fact that it ended up on, when Kingdom Hearts 3 ended up on Xbox was wild. And then now that the fact that Kingdom Hearts is both on Xbox and PC, I think that was just a blessing. But we are starting to head back into the era of exclusives again. Exclusives are coming back to push consoles again. So this might end up being a case of like, okay, if you have to decide, are you going to get a PS5 or a Nintendo Switch 2 in order to do that? And in my case, that might lead me to actually get a Nintendo Switch 2, but I would have to wait more. That's how I say it, because then at least then it gives me an excuse. Okay, Kingdom Hearts, I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, probably get the game. Then I get all the other exclusives like Nintendo's entire franchises, Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, whatever, Rhythm Heaven even. You get options for that compared to the PS5. Because they have that library. I just don't like Nintendo Switch Online. I don't like console subscription based. I grew up on some of that stuff. It was cool for a little bit, but I was just very tech naive back then before I even got a chance to do any of that. So that's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of this going on right now. And so now that we're going back to the exclusives to push the console narrative here, we're probably not going to see it. We're probably not going to see it on PC, but I'm praying that it does. Trust me. I would keep my eyes and ears out for this.
How was that?
That was fucking fantastic.
This is our last announcement.
Okay. They just casually dropped that out, and I was like, oh, God. Oh, man. All right, hold on.